Hello everyone, hope you all had a Merry Christmas. To start off the new year, I will be showcasing all the customs I've done in 2020, so sit back and enjoy. First up then, we have Mickey from the Stories of Sodor. This custom's essentially a repaint of Edward with slight changes here and there. The footplate has been painted black and, of course, so are the buffers. Applying the lining was tedious and had to be painted off several times to get it perfect. I was originally going to use these stickers for the FR on the tender, but like the lining, this was done with a good old Sharpie. And Mickey's face is from an Ertel Thomas with a modified mouth and eyebrows. Next up, we have Chris E. This custom is named after Chris Eden Green, who you may know from his own mini documentary series, Steam Locos in Profile, which if you haven't seen, you should definitely go check it out. All the way back in May when I purchased my Ertel Lava, the listing included Peter Sam and an Ertel 16. I swapped Peter Sam's wheels with 16s because they were slightly smaller. The rest of that 16 had been sitting around since, and in September I thought I'd actually do something with it. Originally I painted it with red stripes, but I later removed them and added a black dome to more closely rematch Chris's EG Media logo. This was the first custom of mine to have some cut open cab space. The cab windows were carefully sharpied on, and the face was from a taken place Stepney which was repainted grey. There's not much to say about this next custom except for the tender. When I bought my first lot of Ertel track, the seller included a random assortment of trains, including an Adventures Gordon, which made an appearance in my 75th anniversary video. The tender was made with an Adventures Henrietta body and a Minis Gordon chassis. As for the coal, there wasn't any floor inside Henrietta, so I cut a Jenga block in half, painted the top black and glued it in place. After the tender was done, I decided to make the engine look prettier. I very carefully painted the running board black, the buffers silver and the rear trailing wheel blue. I then added front windows with a Sharpie and a face from an older custom. Now we come to William, the hybrid engine. This is by far the most heavy work I've done on a custom so far. I really had to think about how I was going to make William to the point where I stayed up late drawing up my methods. I bought 2 Edwards for this custom as I wanted William to have bigger wheels, but not all of them would turn, so I switched to smaller ones. I had to cut the tender, the chassis, the funnel and the dome. The tank is a piece of wood which was cut to size and glued to the back. Other details were added via coffee sticks and the face was off an Ertel Thomas. Now here's something that took much less effort. If you've been watching my channel for long, you'll know that I showed how to make a Peckett B4 out of Adventures. The chassis is the very same. Fun fact, I originally bought Sunny to review, but I accidentally deleted the video while editing it. In short, Sunny's body, although a little squished, has a good amount of detail and the face is brilliant. This custom was pretty easy to put together as, on the Adventures Thomas chassis, Sunny is very nearly a perfect fit. It is designed so I can switch engine bodies with each other, and I think Sunny looks way better than he did on that horrendous push-along chassis. This next custom was a fun one. Seeing as Mattel never made a brake van for their short-lived Adventures line, I thought I'd make one of my own, and I'm very glad I did. This is made using an Adventures Henrietta, which I've also made flatbeds out of. I sanded the roof down and painted it black, and I originally filed down the balconies and painted the body black, but I found this lazy. Instead, I cut cotton buds to size and glued 2 on either side of the roof. I then used coffee sticks for the walls and the floor. After letting the paint dry, I glued Lego pieces to the sides and called it done. Next, we have my favourite custom so far, Captain Baxter. It was made using an Ertel Lady, which I had to very carefully cut off the face and the lamps. The dome was also cut off and replaced with the dome from a Bachmann James. Like the brake van before him, cotton buds were cut and glued onto the roof, and then everything was painted. I painted Baxter in a darker red because A, his side rods are a lighter red, and B, Edwards draws him in a darker colour in the Railway series. I then painted the cab white and gave him the original 16 face from Chris E. After redrawing the eyebrows and blackening the mouth, Captain Baxter was done. And last of all, we have a Minis one plank wagon. This is made from an all black Mini chassis and coffee sticks painted grey and cut to size. This was originally planned to be a 2 plank, but it would have been too tall next to an Ertel truck. I also cut off the coupling as it was too thick to couple to engines like Thomas. The coupling is a cocktail stick painted black and glued in place. So there's all the customs I made last year. But wait, there's more! Along with an Adventures Gordon, that lot of Ertl track came with a station with sound. Colour-wise, this was the same as the station house accessory set. I decided to turn this into a post office because we've never really seen Sodor have a post office. I painted it in the same colour as Mickey to more resemble a brick structure. After making a sign, I painted the doors red, blackened the windows, grabbed a ruler and drew the frames in silver Sharpie. I hope you enjoyed seeing my customs in this video, and be sure to tell me your favourites in the comments below. You've been watching Scrapyard Studios, and I will see you in the new year.